So like a lot of you watching this, I still consider myself a relative beginner slash newbie when it comes to the world of blogging. That being said, I'd definitely be lying if I said I hadn't ever thought about what I do if the blogs ever took off. Electric green Lamborghini, not much more to say than that really, is there? Now in all seriousness, even though my blogs are still probably a couple of years away from even being in the position to be able to sell them, it's worth having a little bit of background knowledge in the back of our heads if that is something you want to consider for the future. In the video today then, I'm gonna break down the why, the when, the how to sell your blog, all of those different kinds of things, if the situation ever presented itself going forward. Let's jump into it. Why sell your blog? So why exactly should you sell your blog? I mean, isn't it a little bit anticlimactic after putting in all the hard work, all the countless hours, the late nights only to sell your blog, especially if it's making a profit every single month? Now, honestly, before researching this the past couple of months or so, I was definitely in the same boat as that thought process. But my thought process has shifted a little bit since then. First, unlike every other online side hustle like drop shipping, Amazon FBA, all those kinds of things, algorithms are consistently changing. So just because you're doing good right now doesn't necessarily mean you'll be doing well in 2, 3, 4 years from now. Throw on top of this new competitors entering your space, tackling your keywords and basically stealing your traffic, then it just makes things very, very complicated to determine the long-term strategy and long-term success of a blog if algorithms change literally 3 times a year. Now it's a real shame because it can mean that a blog that is earning hundreds of thousands of page views and 4 to 5 figures every single month, with 1 or 2 algorithm updates, see its traffic absolutely deteriorate to maybe 10,000 page views, which is a massive decrease there. Now add on top of all of that, getting a blog to say 1 million page views takes a lot of outsourcing. New content, new writers, links being built, all those different kinds of things. Now let's say you manage to reinvest the money and grow your blog to 1 million page views and $15,000 per month. Of those $15,000, you might only be keeping 3 or 4,000, with the rest going into reinvest in the business as you try to keep your blog in a position of authority. As such, it can be a lot easier to sell your blog once it starts earning a consistent profit every single month without having to worry about scaling your blog or any of those kinds of things if you do want one large lump sum of money there. When to sell your blog. Gonna be honest guys, this is gonna vary vastly from person to person depending on exactly what it is that you wanna get out of your blogging business. For example, let's say if blogging is simply a side hustle for yourself and all you're really interested in doing is buying an £80,000 Range Rover, which I don't know what you'd wanna do, get the Range Rover Sport, they look a lot nicer, but either way, selling your blog when it hits that £80,000 multiple will probably be the best option for yourself. Alternatively, let's say if you wanna pay off something a little bit more expensive, like, I don't know, a brand new renovated new house, then you might need to wait a little bit longer. Now, another reason when to sell your blog might be if you have multiple blogs, for example, and you're finding that it's quite hard to manage all of them. Let's say if one of the blogs then ends up taking off quite a lot and you want to divert a large amount of cash into that blog that's taking off to further improve its authority, content, all those things, then selling one of your other blogs might be a valuable option there for yourself as well. Alternatively, you might not want to sell your blog, and that's a perfectly valid choice there as well. I mean, if you're good at managing teams of people, teams of writers, and you do manage to get your blog to the point where it's earning $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 or pounds per month, and that's a massive achievement. And I guess reinvesting the money and taking a profit every single month is something that's a viable option there as well. Just ask yourself the question then, if you were to sell your blog and get a large amount of money in one go, what exactly would you do with it? If you find that you don't really have an answer, then you might want to reconsider selling. So how much can you sell your blog for? The natural follow-up question, right? This is obviously going to vary from niche to niche, website to website, but from doing a little bit of research over the past couple of months or so, looking here on YouTube, looking at Income School Zone Community there, which is the course I use, link in the description box down below if you are interested in. So using the research I found there, most blogs will typically sell for a multiplier of 25 times to 55 times the monthly profit that a blog brings in. 2 to 5 times their annual profit, basically. No, I said profit and not income, because let's say your blog earns £10,000 per month through ads, affiliate links, all those different kinds of things, but it costs you $12,000 to just run that, then you're not really going to get that much for it, are you? The good news, however, is blogging typically has higher profit margins, meaning you won't actually be spending that much to make that much money. And blogging valuations are typically leaning at the moment a little bit towards the higher end of that 35 to 55 multiple. Doing some very, very quick maths then, let's say if your blog was earning £5,000 in profit, it could potentially earn something like £300,000, which after taxes it's still a lot of money. Finally, where exactly do you sell your blog? Well, for a lot of us, Empire Flippers is probably going to be our go-to place. They basically get a lot of sellers in touch with a lot of buyers and just basically sort out all the administration side of things. The only downside to this is they do take, I think it's between 10 or 15% of the actual sale value. So you will be losing a bit of the valuation, but it does make things a little bit easier there. Alternatively, there's quite a large community now of bloggers here on YouTube there as well. So there's a massive community here online, or in courses like Income School's Project 24, which have communities there where people regularly share and sell blogs that they want to sell. Blogging family. So I appreciate that this video might be a couple of years out for yourselves, as it is for me at the moment. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say my blog's earning £15,000 a month or anything ridiculous like that, but it's worth having these conversations early on, just so we have an idea of what our blogs can potentially earn in the future. As always, if you're interested in more videos around blogging, side hustles, business, all those different kinds of things, absolutely smash the like and subscribe button to save my receding hairline, because it really does help. Wishing you the best of luck for all of your blogs, and until the next one, I'll leave you to it. All the best for now.